All right, so our bell ringer's a little bit of review from the other day. So the first one says what slope is perpendicular to 5/2. So we want to know where's going to cross at our right angle. So perpendicular, positive becomes negative, and 5/2 will become 2/5, so -2/5. Number 2 says what slope is parallel. Remember parallel, same slope, so -9/2, same slope. And what is the slope from the formula? Y equals mx plus b. Remember, m is your slope, so 3/2. All right, moving on, we're going to go to section 3.6, and that should wrap up chapter 3. I want to start with point slope form. There's a reason they call it point slope form. It's because you need a point and a slope. So if you ever have a point and a slope, you probably want to use point slope form. So it says write the equation of a line in point slope form that goes through the following 2 points. So we've got points, we just have no slope. So we got to use our formula, y2 minus y1, subtract your y's, subtract your x's. Remember, order matters, so keep it consistent. So I'm going to say 4 minus 2. Those are my y coordinates. Since I said 4 minus 2, I have to say 0 minus -1. 0 minus -1. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Minus negative becomes plus, so 0 plus 1 is 1. My slope is 2. So now you have a point, you have a slope, and it doesn't matter which point you pick. Either way is correct. So let's pick the first point. All right, so we're going to plug into our formula. Y minus my y coordinate, which is 4 in this case, equals m, my slope was 2, x minus my x coordinate, which was 0. And now the only thing you have to do is don't ever leave x minus 0. Go ahead and simplify that down. So x minus 0 is x, so we have 2x over here. And we're going to stop. That's our equation in point slope form. Slope-intercept form, again, the reason for the name is you need a slope and a y-intercept, right? Your y-intercept. And there's your slope is your m, so that's your slope. And your b is your y-intercept. All right. So this says write the equation of a line in slope-intercept form that goes through point 2, 1 with a slope of 3. So we have a slope, we don't have an intercept. So we're going to say y equals mx plus b. Let's plug in what we know. We have a y coordinate, 1. We have a slope, 3. We have an x coordinate, 2. But we don't know our y-intercept. So we're just going to leave that as a b. So we have 3 times 2 is 6 plus b. And we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. So we get b equals -5. Right? 1 minus 6 is -5. Now we can write the equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals, my slope was 3x, and my b was -5. So this line has a slope of 3, hence the 3x, and it'll go through the point 2, 1 because we plugged it in and it works. Right? That's what that -5 made happen. All right, moving on. So this says determine if lines are parallel, intersect, or coincide. So remember, parallel should have the same slope. Coinciding will be the same line altogether. Same intercept, same line, same slope, same everything. And then intersecting is everything else. So even perpendicular do intersect, they do cross. So either the slope's the same, the whole line's the same, or it's not, and they're just crossing somewhere. So notice this first equation is y equals mx plus b. So I know my slope is 5/2. Here I don't have y alone, so I got to go through and divide everything by 2. So you get y equals 5/2 x minus 2. So notice here my slope is 5/2 as well, so that would be a parallel line, or those would be parallel lines, because they have the same slope. Again, the difference between parallel and coinciding would be the same exact line. Y equals 5/2 x plus 4, this would have to be y equals 5/2 x plus 4. Let's move on to B. We want to get y alone, so we're going to subtract x. So we have 2y equals, we subtracted x, so negative x. We have a positive 6 over there. And then we're going to go through and divide everything by 2. So we have y equals, this is a negative 1/2 x, plus 6 divided by 2 is 3. So this is the first equation, and this is the second equation. Notice it's the same equation. That would be coinciding. If anything else happens, it's intersecting. All right, example 4. So this says write the slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept was the y equals mx plus b of a line parallel to this one. So when you hear parallel, you automatically think same slope. So here my slope is 2. I'm going to use a slope of 2. Oops, it's a 2. We're going to use a slope of 2 in our parallel line. And we want it to go through the point 4, 1. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. So we have y, our y coordinate was 1, equals m, which was 2, x was 4, and we don't know our y-intercept, so we're going to just leave it as b. So we have 2 times 4 is 8. And we're going to subtract 8 from both sides, and we get b equals negative 7. So now we can write our line. Y equals, our slope was 2x minus 7. So this line right here is parallel to this one because they both have a slope of 2, and it will go through this point because we plugged it in. All right. That's it, guys. So get your homework done. Make sure you show all your work. And that's all. Bye.